Good morning, friends, and welcome back to Monday Coffee, my weekly podcast where I reflect on things. Today I wanted to talk about interesting topic of our identity image and why we keep lying to ourselves. That's kind of premise. I have a couple of examples. So last week we did a digital detox with my wife, which we're trying to do twice a year approximately. For 3 to 4 days we just completely turn off all of our devices and just enjoy the life of digital anything. So we play board games, we hike, we go wander around cities. We went to Montpellier and just walk around the city without any kind of Google Maps. And it's a wonderful experience. I can totally recommend this. I certainly enjoy being offline. And there's a lot of research, a lot of books written that humans should be offline sometimes. There's a good quote from Cal Newport, I think, book, We Are Not Wired to be Constantly Wired. And my conclusion for me personally was always I need to be as much offline as possible. I need to try maybe do it not twice a year but daily, try to plug off for a couple of hours per day, stay away more from my computer, etc. I'm not doing this. Even digital detox, we are constantly delaying, not doing this. And during my work days I just 100% of the time in front of the computer. I always check my phone. Yeah, sure, I quit social media, but there are so many apps and websites that I constantly check by habit. So I hope you see here a little bit of misalignment what I believe and what I do. And the second example is every winter my wife and I we go to a south part of Europe. This year it was Barcelona, and now we are in France, in south of France, for a couple of months. But this year it was actually close to 3 months almost. We spent some time in Madrid as well. There are some part of these trips that are great, like we left in December, we spent great time in Madrid, Barcelona was really interesting, but then we didn't even think about going home, just because we used to this kind of a routine of going home only around the end of the winter. So we booked this place in France, which is called La Grande Motte. It's a small village near Montpellier. And I found myself missing home here. I found myself questioning why we extended this stay to this place. Why do we keep going some places and staying for a long time we're not even sure we can enjoy. We talked together with my wife about that, and she has quite similar conclusions. It was interesting observation. Although I like traveling, I like going to places, maybe I need to be more cautious about my choices in that sense. Maybe I need to think, is it this place worth going for a month, or is just I'm so used to open Airbnb and just opening the monthly rentals, and I'm just doing it by habit. Those are my two examples. There are many more examples like this, and I've been thinking that we as humans are constantly lying to ourselves. We are just clinged to these images, how we view ourselves, how maybe we want to be viewed by others, and we constantly stuck into this mindset. And I think sometimes we just need to be more truthful, need to be more honest with ourselves and see if a certain habit or a certain action that we do still serves us, still serves our personalities, because we constantly change. And my conclusion, at least for me, that we're kind of afraid to make those changes because we are in the comfort of this image, and sometimes making changes is much harder than just stay whatever is already working. Therefore, I think being honest with ourselves is a constant practice. As many worthwhile things in life is a constant practice to see our values, to constantly check on them, do the actions according to these values, and not to continue doing something that we've been doing just by the force of habit. That's just my thinking this week. I wonder, what do you think? Do you often fair and honest with yourself, or do you also have these things that you probably know it's good for you but you're not doing anything about them, and maybe you have some image that you created around your persona that maybe not true internally for you. I wonder what do you think about this topic. I promised you the recommendations about movies and books. I'm still on Brandon Sanderson's 5th book of the Stormlight Archive. Amazing, absolutely amazing fantasy. Definitely recommend it. I also started reading Mistborn, which is the second kind of big saga from Brandon Sanderson. It's a little bit lighter, less world building, but still great. And also I would recommend watching a limited TV series Baby Reindeer from Netflix. It's a very surprising show. I'm not gonna spoil you anything, but it's just maybe also related to things I've been talking in this video, but just on the extreme level. Basically, it's a show about human mind and how we are weird creatures. And also just wanted to share, I watched Sinners, which got, I don't know, like 13 nominations on the Academy Award this year. I didn't get it. The movie has a good music, but that's it. For me, there's zero story, weird smash and clash, so many ideas and they all mixed together. It's just like not a clean movie. It's just so many things happening, and I didn't like it at all. Music is great though. So weird nomination from the Oscars, but we'll see if they actually win anything. So that's this week Monday Coffee for me. I hope you like it. It's my last day in France, and tomorrow I'm going back on the road and revisiting Paris, which was a conscious choice. I'm gonna talk about this city probably in the next video a little bit more because I have an interesting relationship with it. I wish you a very pleasant week and I see you next Monday.